Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to talk about decimal to binary conversion. Let's look at a number. Let's say we have 59 and the base is 10, and if you want to convert this one into binary, what we have to do is we have to divide this one by 2 until we get 0. So let's go ahead and do that. So the 59 divided by 2, that's going to give us 29, and the remainder is going to be 1. And then we divide 29 divided by 2, that's going to give us 14, and the remainder is going to be 1. And then we divide 14 by 2, that's going to give us 7, and the remainder is going to be 0. And if we divide 7 by 2, that's going to give us 3, and the remainder is going to be 1. Then we divide 3 by 2, and that's going to give us 1, and the remainder is going to be 1. And then we divide 1 by 2, that's going to give us 0, and the remainder is going to be 1. Okay, so this is what we get when we convert from decimal to binary, but we have to read this one from bottom to top. So the conversion is going to be 59 base 10 is equivalent to 111011. Now you can verify whether you are right or not by looking at the places. Like this is 2 power 0, so 2 power 0 times 2 power 0 is 1, 1 times 1 1, 2 power 1 is 2, 2 times 2 2 times 1, that is 2, and then 2 power, this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2 times 0, that's going to be 0, 2 power 3 times 1, that's going to be 8, and 2 power 4 times 1, that's going to be 16, 2 power 5 times 1, that's going to be 32. So 32 plus 16, that's going to give us 48, 48 plus 8, 56, 56 plus 2, 58, 58 plus 1, 59. So we are getting this one back. So it means our conversion is correct. Now let's look at another number with decimal point. Now let's look at a number like, let's say we have 21.75. Now what we do is we take this part without fraction, like 21 alone, and we do the same thing as we did before. We divide this one by 2 until we get 0. If you divide this one by 2, that's going to give you 10, and the remainder is going to be 1. 10 divided by 2, that's going to give us 5, and the remainder is going to be 0. Then 5 divided by 2, that's going to give us 2, and the remainder is going to be 1. Then 2 divided by 2, that's going to give us 1, and the remainder is going to be 0. Then 1 divided by 2, that's going to give us 0, and the remainder is going to be 1. So 1 0 1 0 1. So this is what we are getting, but we have to deal with the fraction part, that is this one right here, 0.75. So for this one we read from bottom to top, that is 1 0 1 0 1. Now let's look at the fraction part. We had to do the same thing, 0.75, but for fraction part what we had, not same thing. For fraction part what we have to do is we have to multiply by 2. Here we are dividing by 2. For this one we have to multiply by 2 until we get the remainder is equal to 0. For this one we are looking at this place to be 0, but for this one, not remainder, you will see, like when I multiply this one by 2, I get 1 plus 0.5. So this place has to be 0, right? I have to have a full number, and the fraction point has to be 0. Now here we have 0.5, so I have to take that 0.5 again and multiply by 2. We do that until we get the fraction part 0. So this is going to be 1 plus 0. Now we are getting a fraction part, that's 0. Now we can go ahead and write this one, but for this one we only look at this part right here, this first part, that's the part we are looking at. But for this one we read from top to bottom. Okay, so the conversion is going to be 0.11. we just take this one, so 0.11. Now that's it for this one. So this is the conversion of 2, this is base 2, conversion of 21.75 from base 10 to base 2. Now let's look at another number that has long multiplication of decimal points. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, let's say we have a number such as 6.28, the base is 10, And if we want to convert this one into decimal, what we have to do is we have to take this full number, divide it by 2 until we get 0. So this is going to be 3 plus 0, then 3 divided by 2, that's going to give us 1 plus 1, then 1 divided by 2, that's going to give us 0 plus 1. Okay, now we have this one, so we read from bottom to top. So this is going to be 1 1 0. Then what we do is we take this fraction part, that is 0.28, we multiply this one by 2 until we get fraction part to be 0. So this one multiplied by 2, that's going to give us 0 plus 0.56. So we have to take this fraction part, multiply again, 0.56 multiplied by 2, that's going to give us 1 plus 0.12. And then we take this fraction part and multiply again by 2, that's going to give us 0 plus 0.24. So again we take this one, 0.24, multiply this one by 2, that's going to give us 0 plus 0.48. Again we take this one, multiply this one by 2, and that's going to give us 0 plus 0.96. And then we take this one, 0.96 multiplied by 2, that's going to give us 1 plus 0.92. And then we take 0.92 and multiply that one by 2, and that's going to give us 1 plus 0.84. And then we take 0.84 and multiply that one by 2, and that's going to give us 1 plus 0.68. And then 2 times 0.68, that's going to give us 1 plus 0.36. And you can see this one will keep go on and on and on. So we had to, what we had to do is we had to stop at enough point when we have enough points. So for this one, though, for this fraction part, we read from top to bottom. Okay, so the final answer is going to be 110 point. We start right here, so this is going to be 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1. So this is the conversion of this one from decimal to binary, and that's how we do that. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.